So this musical is an adaptation of the beloved classic novel by E.L. Konigsberg, and it tells the story of Claudia and Jamie, who run away from home and live at the Metropolitan Museum of Art for a week. And while they're there, they set out to unravel this mystery surrounding a statue with rumored ties to Michelangelo. So the roles of Claudia and Jamie will be played by brilliant young performers, and it's just so exciting and invigorating to see kids inhabit these roles and really carry the show.
Yeah, Adam and I have had a lot of fun writing songs for that age range, like 9 to 11-year-olds, because there's not a lot in the musical theater canon, especially, in the last 20 years or so. So it's been a lot of fun to write songs that we hope kids will want to sing and will enjoy.
And then the role of Miss Frankweiler is really juicy and fun, spiky, and is really multi-generational in the sense that it's a show about these two brother and sister, but the narrator is this very wealthy widowess who has seen and done it all. She kind of leads us on this journey and then eventually actually enters the story and meets Jamie and Claudia. That role is kind of like the foil to Jamie and Claudia. And I think it's a really meaty and fun role for an actress to play.
And the ensemble in this piece will occupy multiple roles. So you're going to see people portraying artwork that comes to life, portraying the visitors at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, portraying important people in Claudia and Jamie's lives, and all of these kind of shape-shifting roles that really build out this world that we all read about when we were kids and we all imagined in our minds. And now we get to see these characters come to life in front of us on stage and we get to see them sing.
Yeah, we really want the audience to feel as if they're on the adventure with Jamie and Claudia. It reminds me, I guess, maybe of Goonies or some of those really fun shows where you get to take a journey.
So I feel like this heart of the book is a story of these kids having this beautiful moment of wish fulfillment and independence. And we have stayed true to that, which is at the heart of the book, this feeling of fending for yourself and stepping into new shoes. It's really our hope that kids and families, adults, walk away from this feeling like they have inherent value and self-worth.
Celebration of art in general too, and the personal connection that you can make with a piece of artwork, which isn't a theme I've seen in, a lot of other musicals. So that's been an exciting theme for us to explore too.
With so much of the youth, younger people, and even people our age and older going on social media, seeking their value and seeking likes, there's a really great lesson that people can take away from the show about in self-worth and inherent worth.
The age-old question, what comes first, music or lyrics? So first, Jessica will write a scene, and that could be a scene between two characters. It could be a monologue. Then I'll take that scene and write a really rough version of the lyric. At this point, we usually decide what the hook of the song is going to be, which is generally the title of the song, but it's the idea that every lyric in the song points back to, for example, we have a song that they sing when they first arrive at the Met called The Perfect Place to Stay. We came up with that phrase, the perfect place to stay, even before I wrote the rough version of the lyric. And then I take that, hand it off to Adam, who writes a melody, hands that back to me. I write the real lyric. I hand that back to Jess, and she rewrites the scene around that.
And I think we're always trying to make songs and create moments that stick with you. So while we're writing the songs, I think we're always wanting to honor the tradition of trying to write really fun hooks, music, and lyrics that people will really remember. And Jess is really the mastermind behind everything that Christyn and I do.
Adam, we'll let you take this one because you've had this in
Matilda. Matilda's a great show. Annie, Light in the Piazza, shows that have a really romantic take on art and elevate the experience of musical theater. So we're trying to kind of blend family and also more classical musical theater together.
So Adam's actually been working on this piece the longest. He has been writing this musical in his head since he was 10 years old because he's such a huge fan of the book. And then Christyn and I came onto the project, I believe in 2018. 18.
You know, it's one thing to write a song or write a scene and look at it on paper, but it's so different to get it up in front of an audience and see what's working and what's not when you actually put the words in actors' mouths and see the audience's reaction. Getting musicals on their feet takes a long time, making sure that, you know, all the music is written out and all the timings and everything are working.
Kind of piggybacking on what Christyn said, there's also that element of discovery that's constantly happening for us as writers. A lot of times you start a show, you think you know what it's about, but you actually don't know what it's about. And sometimes you don't know what it's about until you've had the opportunity to perform it in front of people and have actors.
Yeah, and one of our favorite things about writing musicals is how collaborative they are. You invite in a director, you invite in performers, eventually a choreographer, lighting, sound, design. And really the final collaborator is the audience. You can't understand what a piece of live theater is until you see it in front of an audience and have that exchange with them. And so the audience is really part of our writing process and refinement process, and we couldn't do it without them.